Skyhawk 52090, turn left heading 070, descend and maintain 3000.
Turn left heading. Turn left heading 070.
3522, thanks. You're number 2 for the field effect vectors first sequence.
Descend and maintain 3000.
Gotcha. No, so close your eyes, kind of tilt your head to the side a little bit.
Wait, I gotta give you controls first.
No, I got control.
Okay, you have control.
I got control. So this is gonna be easier without you touching the controls. All right, recover the plane.
Recover. What altitude are we going to?
All you have to do is get to level attitude.
Oh, it's just recovering. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right, he wants to play in a roller coaster ride.
Whee! This is my favorite one where I got my head between my legs. I gotta loosen this a little bit.
What really gives you the test on this is if you put you tilt your head a little bit to the side.
I feel my brains in my butt.
All right, recover. All right, so good job getting the power out. Level the wings before you start bringing the nose up.
I'm gonna overshoot the 1,000 footers here. Okay, I think we need to switch runways. Really hard habit to brake.
Yep, so you just pick a spot to aim for before it, like these 3 dash lines. Use that as your aiming point, then get it into ground effect, then pull power and just kind of hold it there. Look at there, 1,000 footers.
I'll take Venus, thanks. Testing.
There we go. I can hear myself now. Okay.
Noise canceling even on?
I don't know.
Oh, it was on.
Okay.
But my noise canceling wasn't on my bag. That would have sucked. Alright. ATIS 126.1. It's been a while.
Guess I can put my harness on now.
That'd be good. But it's loud. Oh, they're just now switching over.
Confirmation Papa 0154 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 20.6, altimeter 2990. Visual approach runway 31 in use, NOTAMs runway 13 out of mark out of service. As under contact, give information Papa. Confirmation Papa 0154 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 20.6, altimeter 2990. Visual approach runway 31 in use, NOTAMs runway 13 out of mark out of service. As under contact, give information Papa.
Not good temp and dew point. Ugh.
Confirmation Papa 0154 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 20.6, altimeter 2990. Visual approach.
Okie dokie. Dates are in the future. Continue. Half left. Out of view, half up, out of view. No to from. And sky. Map. Out a little bit. 290, 290. Well, bam. Bam. 2990, information Papa. Better ADS speed on, radio is tested, taxi light is on, we'll test our brakes and do all of our H-side compass and all that stuff. We'll go ahead and move this a little bit, see if it'll stay. Go. And we need Clearance delivery 124.675.
Calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 20, dew point 6, altimeter 2990.
67, 124, 126. All good. We're on with COM 2. And contact Bureau clearance delivery. Bureau clearance delivery, Skyhawk 52090, information. Papa, VFR. Got a lot to erase. VFR to the north practice area. No, sorry, we wanted south practice area. South practice area. Okie dokie. PRA clearance delivery, Skyhawk 52090 with information Papa requesting VFR departure to the south practice area today.
Sky 52090, PRA clearance, maintain VFR at or below 5000, departure frequency 125.8, squawk 0237.
At or below 5,000 feet, 125.8, 0237.
Sky 290, way back correct.
Alright. Radio speed in. Contacting ground, 121.85.
Runway 31 in use, NOTAMs runway 13 out of mark.
I gotta clear my plates. How do you clear the binders? A lot of binders. Diagram. Plate downloading. What? Update it? Yeah, cool. Runway 31 at Alpha. Sure. 121.85, 125. Runway 31 at Alpha. Wingsock is calm. Okay. Peoria ground, Skyhawk 52090 is at Byerly Aviation requesting taxi to runway 31, intersection departure via Alpha available.
Skyhawk 52090, Peoria ground, runway 31 at Alpha, intersection departure, taxi via Alpha 4 Alpha.
Alpha 4 Alpha 090. Alright, we're on with Peoria ground. We have our taxi light on. We are ready for our attitude indicator test, turn coordinator test, and inside compass test. You ready to move?
I'm ready.
Is ready. He's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off. Actually, on red. Instrument light is on. All those lights are good. Still see. Can you still see? I feel like when I turn, I get this giant blinding red light, so maybe I'll turn it off while we're on the ground.
Yep, and I mean, if you need it, I've also got
My
red light's a little bit more of a point red light than a shine red light.
Yeah, this one I'll use for when I need.
You've also got the red light inside the plane, which is just a dimmed version of red light.
All right. I think I gotta lean a little bit more for throttle, but maybe I just need to sit back a little bit. Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. Go ahead and start moving. No plane to my left, so I want to turn left here. Turn coordinators in the direction of the turn, balls in the opposite direction. Oh, turn is in the direction of the turn, balls in the opposite direction. Go ahead and move over so the tower can see us. Oh, I forgot about that part. We're supposed to.
Yep, you already got a clearance. So.
Got clearance, yeah. Got to turn on to Alpha 4. There's Alpha 4. Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. Oh, I got to do my brake test. Brakes are good. Did you want to test yours?
Sure. Go ahead. All right, my airplane. Brakes good. Your airplane.
Brakes good. My airplane.
Your airplane.
Set our H side just a little bit over. We're good there. Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. Yeah, I keep forgetting that this airport specifically, they want you to wait until you are on or line of sight with the tower. I still think is a little weird.
Well, it's because they want to make sure that they know exactly where you're at, because not everyone says, hey, I'm at the bottom of the ramp.
Yeah.
And if they got multiple airplanes sitting over there trying to taxi out, like, last Saturday when we all were going to Mount Holly.
Turning on Alpha.
We had 5 of us launch all at the same time. We're like a little train taking off to Mount Holly. We actually looked like ATP flight school. All of us lined up behind each other doing run-ups on the, the taxiway. It was kind of funny.
That's pretty cool.
It's like 1 launch, 2 launch, 3 launch. I'm like, man, we should just call them and ask for a formation departure. Make a little diamond formation.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Sorry, buddy, you're gonna get blinded. I'm taxiing. All right, crossing Echo, clear the right, left. Up to Alpha.
Let me know if you have any comms issues tonight with your headset over there.
Okay.
I've got the squawk in for the audio jacks over there with issues because both Hannah and or Manar and Austin both complained about audio cutting in and out.
Yeah, it is cutting in and out. I just have to talk a little bit louder, and it seems to be fine, but I didn't know if that was the plane or if that was just me not talking loud enough. But I guess it's been a while since I've been in another plane, so I don't know. Ooh, God, that is bright. Alright, run up. Brakes. Still set to both. Trim set to takeoff, a little bit above takeoff. Instrument. We'll figure out section when we get to it. Fuel's good, oil temp good, oil pressure, we'll figure it out later. Amp's good. Good. I'm going to set this heading bug while I'm here. Altitude to our ceiling right now for 5,000 feet. Set our was no. Oh, I mean that's one way to do it. It was already on 310, so that's good. Track 310. Alright, good. I love you that it now works. Good. It's all good. Mixture best power, mixture's in best power, primer is in unlocked. 1700 RPM on the brakes. 17. Mag left. Good, both. Good, mag right. Good, back to both. Carpet test. Good. Carpet back in. Vacuum. As. Good. Both. Got a little hair. Not go away. There we go. Vacuum good, amp volts good, oil pressure good. Yep, oil temp good. Idle check closed. Good. Back to 1,000. Power fixture good. Pre-takeoff flaps are up. Mixture's in for best power. Carpet is off. We have our squawk code. We have our heading bug. Doors and windows locked. Your window.
Yep, good. All good. Doors and windows locked.
Light on. I also like to keep my taxi light on. Strobes as required. Strobe lit. And we're good to go. So I'm going to go on to COM 1, takeoff COM 2. We're on with tower 124.0. Departure frequency was 125.8, which is already in there. Not in there. 5-8. Boom. On with approach. And we are Gucci to the south practice area. So we'll head south after they give us, well, they're going to tell us probably turn somewhere. I'm going to turn this off so I can see. I don't see a plane that's in the pattern yet, so they're probably going to yell at us in a second.
No, that one, it was probably one of the flight school planes from Moline. They like to come down here for their night cross country and back.
Oh, actually I see him if he's already departed to the north, so we're there. I don't see anybody in the south practice area, so it might just be us tonight.
Okay, so takeoff brief.
Sorry?
Takeoff brief?
Takeoff brief?
Yes.
You want me to give you a takeoff brief?
Yeah.
Keep your seatbelt on, fasten at all times. If you start to have issues, let me know. There's a fire extinguisher right here. If you need to use it, aim down. Don't aim up, aim down. If we have to come up back and turn around, we're going to come back after 1,000 feet above ground level. If not, below 1,000 feet, we're going to aim for clearing as best we can. If we need to bail from the aircraft, that means bail. It means leave everything behind, leave the aircraft. If we have to come in for an emergency landing, don't worry about saving anything. Save yourself first. You have multiple exits, and if you can't get out the door, you can get out the windows. If you can't get out the windows, you can come out the rear cubby hole. If you start to feel the effects of motion sickness or hypoxia or hypothermia or any sort of illness or fatigue, let me know, and we will make a landing wherever we can. If we have to deal with it in the air, I will give you instructions in the air. Yes, because I don't want to read off the whole list of everything that you start feeling bad.
Okay.
I got a list in here. If I need to hand over the controls to you, we do something called something. My God, what is it called? Positive control. Dual positive.
Positive exchange of controls.
Positive exchange of controls. I will say your aircraft, and then you will take the controls and say my aircraft, at which point I will relinquish the controls. Tonight we're going to be doing under the hood time. You are my safety pilot in this instance. If you see traffic or something that I am incapable of avoiding, please let me know. Keep an eye out for other aircraft at all times. Let me know. See something, say something. Please keep sterile cockpit in takeoff, landing, and taxiing, because I need to be aware of my surroundings and be able to land and take off appropriately. If at any point I say sterile cockpit, that's what that means. Please be quiet and let me try to fly the airplane. Otherwise, you're free to roam about the cabin with your mind, as they say. Do you feel briefed?
Okay. Yep, and we'll talk about that when we get back, because there's a difference between a takeoff brief and a passenger brief.
Oh, I give you a passenger brief.
So passenger brief is before you even start the engine.
Okay.
And then takeoff brief is just what's going to happen if the engine fails.
Oh, so
that's all that really is, and if you're not developing enough power. So you mix the two together, but there's some things I want to talk about with the passenger brief on how to shorten that down, because he'll get bored halfway through it for the examiner. So I'll show you how to get to the points fast on that, but we'll talk about that when we get back.
Okay. Good?
Yep, I am good.
Com with tower, com 1. P, ready at tower, Skyhawk 52090, holding short, runway 31 at Alpha, ready for departure.
Sky 52090, Peoria Tower, turn left on course to the south practice area, runway 31 at Alpha, clear for takeoff.
Turn left on course, runway 31, clear for takeoff, 090. Clear for takeoff. Nobody on base, nobody on final for runway 31, runway is clear. Crossing the runway threshold, cleared for takeoff. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Ready?
I am ready.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm always ready to fly.
All right, feet off the brakes. A little bit of right rudder. Watching for my 55. There's my 55. Rotate. A little bit of trim. There's my 66, 67, 72, 73. reached our altitude to be able to turn back around and land on the runway. Oil temps look good, oil pressures look good.
Sky 090, contact St. Louis departure.
Contacting St. Louis departure, 090. Have a nice day.
You too.
1,300, 1,400, turning south. I'm going to turn this.
Medevac 991 Alpha Echo Test for squawk 0236.
St. Louis departure, Skyhawk 52090, 1,700 feet.
Cessna 52090, St. Louis departure, radar contact, resume on navigation.
Resuming on navigation, 090.
Medevac 1 Alpha Echo, radar contact, 16 miles northwest of Springfield.
Alright, ready for the hood time?
Alright, so I'll go and take controls. You can put the foggles on, so my airplane?
Your airplane.
My airplane.
Oh man, these are a little annoying. They don't just block the outside vision, they also block the inside vision. Well, I think it might be just 30. Oh yeah, they got a big ass fingerprint on them, that's why.
Medevac 1 Alpha Echo, Springfield altimeter is 2989er, stay altitude.
Okay. Okay, that's better.
Medevac 1 Alpha Echo, thanks. You can contact the tower 121.3.
My airplane?
Your airplane.
Oh, my eyes! Traffic, 12 miles. Like we're rising above them right now. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I think that's the helicopter that took off from OSF.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's start out by, let's do a south heading and climb and maintain 3,000.
Okay. This seems off. By just a smidge.
So one thing to watch with that, when you're in a climb, don't adjust the BG while you're in a climb like that. Okay. Because it could be off. Same thing as with the turn.
Landing light off, taxi light off. I'm gonna get the tiniest bit of mixture out. Watching my AG come up. Waiting for my RPMs to drop. RPM drop, there's my waiting for my EGT to go down. There we go.
Yep, it'll take it a few seconds.
Already breached my altitude, so let's go back down. Baby. Man. Updraft or what?
Nope. Just the plane wanting to fly.
Alright.
Alright, so we'll get a little bit further south here before we make too many maneuvers here. Get past Pekin.
You're gonna have to do my clearing turns.
Nope, there won't be clearing turns.
But make clearing turns before each maneuver.
No, you're IFR.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough, you don't do it. You won't do that in IFR. Howard, I didn't do my clearing turn.
I'm putting that at the beginning of the YouTube video. Cameron caught in 4K.
Alright, so a couple things that we'll talk about. So once we get past the Pekin Airport, which we're coming up on it right now, we'll be in the practice area. So we'll do start off with just the standard turns and climbs, descents, turn and climb. The whole works there. Just the basic maneuvering. Then we're going to pop into tracking on the VOR. So we'll have you lock in on the VOR and grab a radial out of the VOR, and I'll specify which radial it is. You'll fly to it. Okay, so that is Peoria, so that's good. It's working.
Oh, I know why. I feel like I'm in a different.
Cessna 3, Juliet Hotel. Contact Quad Cities approach 133.27.
I'm sitting in a different view.
133.27, 672 Juliet Hotel.
Alrighty.
Medevac 1 Alpha, you contact the tower 121.3.
So when we're doing the maneuvers, I'm going to simulate air traffic control. Just make sure you don't push the button and act like you're talking. So you'll read back just like you're talking to me as air traffic control. That'll help also kind of reinforce the fact that instead of just doing something like I'm saying, you're having to talk and think and do all at the same time. So
okay.
All right, so we'll start by saying Skyhawk 52090, turn right heading 270.
Turn right heading 270, 090.
Alright, so when you're making the turn, are you making turns off the DG, off the compass? Walk me through what you're doing.
I'm checking this, double checking this, that they're both matching up and or I'm at least heading in the right direction. I'm making sure my altitude is at altitude, and I'm making sure I have enough RPM and enough RPM to maintain my speed while I make the turn. Because you know you can lose speed while you turn, and paying attention to basically just all my instruments all at the same time. So I'm checking this and checking this and checking this, making sure I'm not going into vertical speed, making sure I have the right enough speed to maintain the turn and all that. I guess hard to explain.
Okay, so are you familiar with the scanning techniques for IFR and how to scan the gauges to make sure that everything's reacting the way that you're expecting it to react?
I don't know the method, but I stay on here for about 2 seconds and I look at this one, and then I actually I should say, I look at altitude before anything. So I look at altitude first, so I check these two first, and then I check direction second, and then I kind of swap between altitude and direction.
Okay, and so you're gonna scan all these gauges. This is your entire 6-pack. So this is your primary gauge. Okay. So your attitude indicator. So you should look at your attitude indicator and say, all right, am I level? Yes. Okay, well then let's verify. We're not climbing. All right, back to this gauge. Yep, we're still level. Verify that with vertical speed. Yep, that's right. All right, back to this. Okay, well, let's check our speed. All right, speed's fine. We're not increasing. What's nice is the G5 kind of puts pretty much everything right on one gauge for you, which helps simplifies it. But
because this is like my focal point, and I'm kind of going.
Yep. So you shouldn't spend more than maybe 2 to 3 seconds on each gauge.
Okay.
Basically what you're looking for is a trend. So, you know, if you're flying along and all of a sudden you're like, I feel like I'm climbing, well then verify, oh, well I got a little pitch up, oh yeah, I do have a climb started here, okay. I'll lower the pitch, oh, here comes the vertical speed, come back to 0. All right, back to this gauge. So everything focuses on your attitude indicator as being your primary gauge and instrument.
I still don't like how this is always 50 feet off of this one, but that could just be me needing to adjust it. But I don't know.
It's just the way that they operate. One's operating off of an electronic system, the other was actually operating off of the pressure outside, so.
Yeah. But, all right.
Just two different sources, so.
Coming up on the edge of our practice area though, so.
Yeah, so Skyhawk 52090, turn left heading 150, climb and maintain 3,500.
Turn left heading 150, climb and maintain
1524, cancel first, roger, expect runway 2, did you want 10 approach or just a visual?
090.
1374, roger, descend pass, discretion, maintain 3,000 and verify information, Mike.
Alright, so you look at the attitude indicator, you got a nice about 8 to 9 degree climb started there. You're verifying you are turning with the DG.
Yep.
You also verify that with the turn coordinator that you have a standard rate turn going. Then you go back up and verify, okay, we're still climbing, coming up on 3,300, back to the main gauge, verify speed. So it's a constant scan the entire time that you're moving around.
Envoy 3522, sales approach, expect visual approach to runway 2, descend pass, discretion, maintain 4,000. Skylane 888 Golf Tango, sales approach, missed it when you checked on GF Zulu, expect 31. Okay.
Alright, looks like you're at 3,500. Alright, and which heading are we on?
170.
Okay.
Oh. Turned it the wrong way.
Alright. Skyhawk 52090, turn left heading 070, descend and maintain 3,000.
Turn left heading.
Turn left heading 070.
Envoy 3522, thanks, your number 2 for the field effect vectors first sequence.
Descend and maintain 3,000.
Gotcha.
So instinctual to try and say something. You did say 30, right?
Huh?
You did say 30, right? I didn't hear you because...
For the heading?
No, for the altitude.
Yeah, 3,000.
Zero 70. Maintaining my 500 foot.
Envoy 3522, we found a FedEx jet at your 11 o'clock and 20 miles straight into runway 2.
Turn left at St. Louis departure's like, bro, come on.
FedEx 1374, advise field insights, 1 o'clock, 14 miles. FedEx 1374, cleared visual approach, runway 2.
Yeah, Skyhawk 52090, verify heading 070.
Heading 070. 090.
So anytime when you're flying IFR, if you get usually more than 10 to 15 degrees off, they're going to call you out on it just to make sure that you're aware that you're off by a certain amount of degrees. But what they're also checking is if you are actually flying 070, then you would say, I'm flying 070.
Envoy 3522,
So then what he's saying,
200, vector for the down, when you can start slowing down, 170 or less.
so what he's saying is he's seeing a difference in what he's telling you and your ground track, and then he's going to go, okay, well, he's 15 degrees off. I need to give him vectors 15 degrees off.
Okay.
You know, in whatever direction it may be.
That makes sense.
That way he can say, okay, well, if I want him to really fly at this heading, I need to give him this heading because you can't see, so you don't know. Okay, so there's 3,000. Alright, Skyhawk 52090, turn right heading 120.
Turn right heading 120, 090. I really wish we had a physical bug in here.
Yeah, I wish I did. Those typically only come with autopilots.
Sorry, what were you saying?
So, while we're out here flying, so explain to me the kind of compass errors you're gonna expect if you fly off the compass.
If you, I don't remember which directions they turn, but while you're turning north to east, north to south, or south to east, or south to west, or sorry, north to east or north to west, and south to east or south to west, you're gonna have slower movement or faster movement in the compass, and you shouldn't necessarily take your final compass angle until you've leveled off your wings and you get a reading for it when it stabilizes. I don't remember the specifics of which way it goes faster, which way it goes slower though.
Okay, so let's start with the accelerate and decelerate. So there's an acronym for this one called ANDS. Accelerate when turning to the north, accelerate will turn to the south. So.
Decelerate when you turn to south?
Huh?
Decelerate when you turn to south?
Yes.
Okay.
ANDS. Alright, so.
3522, set and maintain 2,500.
Skyhawk 52090, turn right heading 270.
FedEx 1374, you contact Bloomington Tower 124.6.
So accelerate.
Alright, so when you're making these turns, so standard rate turn is going to be right at the 15 degree, basically, it's almost 15 degrees is what this is in the plane. Now that's going to vary based off of speed. The faster you're going, it's going to take more bank angle to be a standard rate turn, whereas if you're going a slower speed, it'll take less bank angle. So, how long will it take it to make a full 360 degree turn?
The FedEx at your 1 o'clock and about 8 miles, 3,000.
1 minute.
Boy 3522, you can follow him, clear visual approach for runway 2.
For a 360 degree turn?
Yes. Am I wrong about that? Or is it 1 minute per 180?
Alright, so what's the gauge show you right below the ball?
Oh, 2 minutes. So okay. One
So,
minute per 180, that's right, yeah.
So 3 degrees per second basically is what it boils down to on a standard rate turn. So, alright, so a couple things, we'll come back to that here in a little bit. Alright, so set up for a west heading at 3,000 feet. Alright, so going east to west, accelerating and decelerating. So acceleration will give you a north turn. So it'll momentarily indicate a north turn and then it'll come back. If you're decelerating, it'll indicate a west turn and then come back. So if we were to accelerate right now, you're going to see an ever so slight turn to the north, even though you're still traveling to the west. And then it will slowly catch back up with you.
Okay.
FedEx 35, correction, Envoy 3522 affirmative, and he's showing 150 knots across the graph.
Alright, so why don't we try that? So why don't we accelerate and see if we can get the compass to turn to the north.
Now 130 knots. Envoy 3522.
Get about a 5 degree turn to the north, and then it's trying to come back right now. As you're picking up speed, so we're flying on a west heading, but it's showing about, what, a 280?
Yeah, I'm also a little off my heading, so I'm turning a little bit to the back on the 270. But
alright, so you got 270 in, and what's it indicating up there?
about 280, 290.
Alright, so
280.
accelerating gives it a turn, but then once you pull it back out, it's going to come right back to your 270.
Carolina 8 to Golf Tango, contact Springfield Tower 121.3.
So exactly what you're showing down here is what it's showing up there now. Same thing will happen if you start to decelerate.
Semi-frequency
You
125.8.
So I'll see how it's come back to 270 already, and you're still holding the same heading on your DG.
Yeah.
So that's your accelerate, decelerate errors.
Approach 822 Kilo Tango, checking in, 4,500.
That's a 2 Kilo Tango, thanks. POR altimeter 29902.
29992, 2 Kilo Tango.
All right, so now we're going to demonstrate the other error, so the turning errors. So the one I use for this is nose on this one. So a north turn from an east-west heading is going to indicate a opposite turn, and then it's going to lag behind. If it's a southbound turn, it's going to exaggerate the turn, so it's going to lead you. So, and it could be upwards of, in this area, about 30 degrees. It can lead you or lag behind. So, we'll demonstrate this by just making a turn right back around to the east, and you're going to see it when we start making a turn back to the east. Depending on whether we turn to the north or the south, you're going to see whether it's going to exaggerate or accelerate. All right, so why don't we do, since we're right smack in the center, why don't you do a southbound turn, so left turn, back to east. So as we turn to the south, it's going to turn which direction? Is it going to exaggerate or is it going to go opposite?
As we turn to the south, it's going to go opposite, right?
So it'll exaggerate. So south exaggerate and the nose acronym. So a normal standard rate turn like this. So as you're coming around, what's it show on your DG?
Yeah, it's like lagging behind on.
It's actually ahead of.
Or no, it's
ahead
actually
of you.
way ahead of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're off by about how many degrees?
Like 30.
Yeah, so you're off by about 30. So this is why when you make turns in IFR, you go back to your DG and you follow that. Then once you go wings level, you come back up here and you verify it still matches.
Okay.
So once we get to an east heading here, we'll level off. We'll give it a second to kind of get its bearings. Then we're going to demonstrate the same thing to the north. So,
can you repeat those for me again?
Yeah, so north opposite, south exaggerate. So what that's doing is it's telling you what the compass is doing.
Sorry, it's I'm already, I don't know if I'm overwhelmed, but I'm definitely trying to take in a lot with just the instrument flying.
Instrument is a lot. I mean, it's a lot to wrap your brain around.
Well, I'm just trying to focus on this, and then I'm also now trying to learn the acronyms, so my brain's a little trying to catch up. So, but
yeah.
North.
Yeah, so
north, opposite, south, exaggerate.
Yeah, my pen. I gotta get a new Apple pen. I tried to tape the tip to it, and it's not working anymore.
So then we want to go 270. You want to do a right turn?
Actually, so now we're going to do a left turn. We're going to come back around to west. So as long as you hold the same speed and the same altitude, so if you're turning to the north, it should, what? N-O?
Opposite.
Opposite. All right, so as you get the standard rate bank turn going here.
So now it's really far behind, yeah.
Yeah, so now it's going to lag way behind. So what it does initially is it exaggerates by about 30, and then it tries to play catch up the whole time. So if you were wanting to roll out on a west heading, when would you start your rollout?
Probably 30 degrees. Or on a north, you probably do 30 degrees ahead of this.
Yep, so if you're trying to roll out at 270,
you would probably roll out at 30.
All right.
Well, no, because this is heading towards the south, so it'd be as soon as I start turning towards the south from the north heading, it would start exaggerating, right?
It's going to start to exaggerate a little bit. So as we come around to the east here, excuse me, west, sorry. So roll out when you think it's going to roll out.
I forgot we were going west. For some reason, I thought we were going south again. My bad.
So you can see how once you leveled out, it immediately it swung and it tried to play catch up on you.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are compass errors. So these are you'll probably talk about this on the ground a little bit with him. He may ask you a little bit of questions up in the air, so that's something I'll quiz you on when we get a little bit closer to time. All right, let's see where you're at here. I'll try not to blind you here. 205.
Said blinding me.
All right, so how much time do you think you put in IFR so far?
Like 15
Denver
minutes.
5410, St. Louis approach, expect runway 2, descend past correction, maintain
You put in
3000.
about 25 minutes.
A little bit more than I thought.
Yeah, so time flies when you're in IFR, so. All right.
I'm also way off heading. Not only does time fly, so does your heading. Actually, no, the better joke would be, not only does time fly, so does your plane. Oh, you don't got a knee to slap. Where's your knee? Smack.
That's it. Just start failing everything on you.
Clear prop. Smack.
All right, so.
This is when you go, power up.
All right, so one of the things we could practice while we're up here, so we had discussed it takes 2 minutes to make a standard rate turn, correct? All right, so at a standard rate turn to do a full 360, 2 minutes. So why don't you got the timer pulled up over there? All right, so timer's pulled up there, so the other button will start it. So as soon as you roll into the turn, I'll have to do a full 360-degree turn and see how long it takes you to come around.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
All right, so 15 degrees, got the ball centered, and just hold that turn there at about 15 degrees.
I'm really trying to fight the habit of wanting to look out of the airplane.
I know. I mean, night's kind of the better time to kind of do a little bit of IFR because you really don't have a horizon either. I mean, there's lights out there, but the horizon's a little bit better at night to kind of fight. But
I can't see shit.
But the real test is in IFR. If we get some clouds someday and you want to go up and play in the clouds, we can get up in the clouds and you really see there's nothing you can do. Yeah, so coming up on your 1 minute mark, and look at there, there's east. So that's 180 degrees.
Denver 5410, advise field insights, 12 o'clock, 14 miles.
Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so we just need to do, what, hour and a half
Denver 5410, clear visual approach, runway 2, contact Bloomington Tower, 124.6.
There's our north, so we should be at about 130, which we just hit.
And while you're doing this, up there, look how far off you are.
Still says north.
Still about 30 degrees off. And you roll out there, then your time is
About 7 seconds off, but
yeah. All right, so roughly took you 2 minutes to make that turn. So 3 degrees per turn, or per second. So let's say we wanted to make a right-hand turn to the north. How long is that going to take us?
Should be about 30 seconds.
All right, so why don't you try that? Why don't you time it and turn it?
I don't want to. You're not ATC.
Oh, yeah. No.
Next time ATC says, right turn, heading 210, I'm just going to go, no. And that's how the police met me on the ramp. The end. And 360. Oh, that's 30 minutes, not 30 minutes, 30 seconds exactly.
So there you go. So where this comes into play is if you have a malfunction of your gauges. If they tell you, turn right heading 090 from the heading that you're on right now, then the only way you can make that turn happen is you got to time it. It's going to take you 30 seconds to make that turn. So then you roll into a turn, you'd start the timer, roll 90 seconds, and then you should roll out on a compass heading of 090 about that time. Then you don't have to worry so much about the whole compass error thing that you got going on. So.
Thirsty.
Alright, so why don't you do this? Turn right, heading 180, climb and maintain 4,000.
Turn right heading 180?
Yep, right to 180, up to 4,000.
Up to 4,000. A little bit more right rudder.
There you go, I was just going to mention that.
A lot more right rudder. Gee. Alright, 180, 4,000.
Alright. So you see how it leveled off like 50 feet high?
Yeah.
On that? So whenever you're in IFR, try to lead it a little bit. So if it generally requires about 50 feet for you to level off, then just level off 50 feet high.
Well, I did level off, and then I didn't reset my trim, so as soon as I looked back and tried to get my speed up, it started immediately going back up.
Okay.
Because I put like a little bit of trim in, and then as soon as I let go of the downward to look at my speed, it just immediately hit straight back up, so.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Okay.
I'm bad at flying. I should just give up, I'm sorry.
That's it, you're done.
Oh, my nose is itchy with that. Ooh. Did I tell you I'm getting a cat tomorrow?
Yeah, I heard about that one that you had. You took the picture of it.
Yeah. He's ready for adoption tomorrow.
Ah, very nice.
St. Louis approach, Skyhawk 822 Kilo Tango.
822 Kilo Tango, that's one of Jet Air's birds.
Just a 2 Kilo Tango approach.
I flew that one.
Hey, I was just thinking if it
flew
was
that
possible, if we could go direct to uniform, Kilo, Echo, Kilo uniform for the RNAV runway 3 there at Galesburg for a practice VFR practice approach.
You said you flew that one?
Number 2 Kilo Tango, proceed as requested.
Proceed as requested, 822 Kilo Tango, thank you so much.
Yep, I flew that one.
Fine. Did you want to talk to the center or Quad Cities approach?
Alright, why don't you go ahead and give me a left turn to
Let me think about
090.
it. I don't think I'll need to, but if they don't have much traffic up at the north of Moline, I don't mind.
Okay, I just didn't know if you were going to be full stop or what your plans were.
Oh yeah, I'll be full stop, Galesburg.
Alright, so once you get leveled off, let me know.
Leveled off.
St. Louis, Scott 5798, 10,000, back.
Alright, so.
Scott 5798, Sales approach, expect runway 31, visual approach, descend pilots discretion, maintain 2,400.
Okay, so he's
visual 31 and PD down to 2,500, Scott 5798.
Okay. I was watching this other one that they're bringing in here. So he's going to 3-1. Okay.
Envoy 4254, Sales approach, Bloomington Towers now closed. Expect the visual approach. Altimeter is 29903, and that's a requested runway. Envoy 4254.
Yeah, how easy it is to lose your heading?
So easy. Literally look
Like,
down, select KPIA, and it all the way.
Yep.
So in that couple of seconds, it immediately is 20 degrees off.
Yep. So my word of advice, if you're ever in IFR and you have to reach down to look at your iPad or something like that.
A little bit of right rudder.
Nope. Just make sure the plane's level. Let go of the controls and look down. Just keep your hand near it, because inevitably, anytime you go down to look at something, you're going to bring the plane with you when you go. So look down, look up, and boom, the plane's still where you left it. As long as you got the plane trimmed out, you're flying straight level when you do it, that's fine. Obviously, don't take the hand and like start playing on the iPad with it, but you know, keep one hand close to the controls, so if you start to feel something funky about it, you can grab right back at the controls.
Look, Mom, no hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a great party trick, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I was just looking at where 3-1 was, so. I don't even get my iPad bright. Stop it.
Yeah. It's always fun. Okay, so there's one thing I was going to do up here before we try some unusual attitudes. Okay.
Descents? Because we haven't done descents yet.
Yeah, we'll get into that here. Well, we did one descent earlier.
Oh yeah, it was 500 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Envoy 4254, descend pilot discretion, maintain 3,000.
So why don't we try this? So what are one of the issues that you can encounter while you're in IFR?
180, vector to final.
180,
turbulence?
5798.
Well, yeah, you can, going through clouds. So what's one of the things that affects a pilot?
Well, other than unusual attitudes?
So what usually leads to unusual attitudes in an airplane?
Low visibility? Or
not so much.
Or the feeling that you're not in a turn when you are?
Yep. So what's that called?
I remember it as coffin spiral. I don't remember what real term.
So it can lead to a graveyard spiral, which is just a constant turn coming down to the ground in a descent, where you feel like you're level, but you're not.
I don't know the term of like when you lose the feeling of.
So that's kind of like spatial disorientation.
Ah, okay.
So that's when the fluid in your inner ear decides, hey, we're level, even though you're not. So why don't we try this? So what we're going to do here is we're going to make a series of turns, and I'm going to have you tell me when you think we're level.
Like with my eyes closed?
No, you can leave them open. What I'll have you do is, why don't you?
I can just look at this and tell you if we're level or not. So
yeah, it's gonna. Damn it.
If we're doing unusual attitudes, I can just like what we did
why
before.
don't we try this? Okay. So why don't you tilt your head to the side a little bit? So
without looking out the window?
No. So close your eyes. Kind of tilt your head to the side a little bit.
Wait, I gotta give you controls first.
No, I got control.
Okay, you have control.
I got control. So this is gonna be easier without you touching the controls. All right. So tilt your head a little bit towards your shoulder a little bit, so that you got a little bit of an angle going on with your head.
Eyes closed.
All right. And I'm gonna make a series of turns here, and then I'll have you tell me if you think we're in a bank or if we're level. All right, do you think we're in a bank or level?
Left bank.
All right, how much of a bank do you think?
Feel like very much.
Okay.
Now we're going right. And now we're going left.
Sky 5798, advise field in sight 1 to 2 o'clock, 1-2 miles.
Field in sight, Sky 5798.
All right.
Sky 5798, cleared visual approach runway 31, and contact tower 124.0.
Clear visual 31 over the tower, Sky 5798. Good night.
All right, how about now?
I feel like we're level-ish.
Okay, so look out the window.
A little bit of lefting.
All right, so now try this one. All right, so put your, when we start making the turns and whatnot, put your head, bend it down to your shoulder and just kind of put your head at like a 45-degree angle. All right, we're going to practice this a little bit with the same thing, but now with your head at 45-degree angle.
With also looking out over my shoulder, or just tilted?
Just tilted. Tilted with your eyes closed. And we're going to see what your sensations tell you the airplane's doing.
Well, I feel that.
Okay, so what do you think's happening?
Some sort of a G-pole, so left or right or up. I don't know which direction. That feels like you just turned right. Oh, that's...
Cessna 2 Kilo Tango, contact the Quad Cities approach 120.7, all the approach clearance for.
Oh, that's a left turn.
Hey, affirmative, we'll contact Quad Cities 120.7. Thank you for services tonight. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks.
See ya.
By 4254, thanks. Clear visual approach into Bloomington. And any port off our cancellation in the air on 128.72 or on the ground flight service.
Oh.
Roger.
All right, what position do you think we're in?
Right turn.
By 4254, our cancellation is received, thanks.
Definitely feel it fucking with me. But I'm just using judgment of the last known versus what, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Probably isn't the best way to confuse as a somebody who drives cars fast, I don't know. Right now I feel like we're just level. Now you're just playing with the rudder. Oh wow, that one got me. Oh, apologies.
All right, recover the plane.
Recover. What altitude are we going to?
All you have to do is get to level attitude.
Oh, just recover. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right, so what was the first thing you noticed?
Speed was too high.
Okay, so what'd you do?
Full up power.
Okay, what'd you do next?
Noticed I was heading up, so I had to level it off by pushing the nose down.
Okay.
But speed's my priority. And then after speed, I determine which direction I'm going, up or down. And I know you're supposed to technically do both at the same time, but it's hard for me to see speed and...
So yeah, focus on the speed first. And first thing you should do is figure out if you got to be power out or power in.
Yeah.
So if you're in a climb or a descent. And then after that, the tricky part becomes if you're nose up, what are you going to do?
Sorry, I'm cheating a little bit. Okay. Wow, that felt weird. I don't think that was motion sickness, but I felt like my whole inner ear just reset for a second.
Especially disorientation's catching up like your compass.
Like I could feel you making every turn, and then as soon as you hit that last one, it like hard reboot. Yeah, I guess maybe that's the point. Okay.
All right, so
again,
so within a nose up attitude, it's power out, or excuse me, power in.
Power in, nose down.
Okay. So
Well,
what
you were going too fast, and then immediately I was going too fast, and I was going up, which is like, not only do I need to slow down, I need to also point down, which is usually it's the opposite. Usually once you do that and you're like about to stall, you got to power in and nose down, or if it's facing down, you got to power out and nose up. But
yep. So what's the first thing you want to do if you're nose down and you're in a turn?
Nose down in a turn, level your wings, pull the power, do up, because you don't want to do two things at the same time. So level wings and then nose up gently.
Okay, so power first. So power out so you don't keep throwing yourself at the ground. So power out and then, yes, wings level so that you take the G-forces off the wing and then bring the nose up.
Yes.
Okay.
Again.
All right, he wants to play in a roller coaster ride.
Whee! This is my favorite one where I got my head between my legs. I gotta this a little bit.
What really gives you the test on this is if you put you tilt your head a little bit to the side.
I feel my brains in my butt. Oh, so that's why I fart so much. That makes sense now. Oh, sorry. iPad's in the way.
All right, recover. All right, so good job getting the power out. Level the wings before you start bringing the nose up. There you go. Bring it to a level attitude.
Now I bring stuff back up to 4,000.
Yep. All right, so good job with that.
Again! Crash! Another!
All right, take me up to 3,500, and then for now we'll stay at this heading for now.
Okay.
Actually, put me on a north heading.
Things keep like slipping too. I keep having to like crane my neck to make sure I'm able to see, and I just need to readjust this. Okay.
Yep. Some of those are also, they're black. Some of them are white.
Yeah. I'm just glad I'm not using the other hood, because I feel like that would have been like doing this the whole time.
Yeah, it would have. I don't really care for those hoods. Those Foggles are the ones that, if you don't have those during check ride, he's going to expect you to use the ones inside the airplane. The actual Foggles inside the airplane.
I mean, these ones?
Yep.
Or that one?
Those ones. He probably won't let you use the hood, because he'll find some way of saying that's cheating.
I mean, these are kind of cheaty too. It doesn't take very much to just...
I know. It makes life super simple when you're doing it.
Honestly, I feel like this part of the check ride, if they make me do something with instruments, should be at night. They're really freaking home, but...
Yeah, we'll do it during the day when it's busy and you're listening to a bunch of radios and stuff like that. Stuff that's drawing your focus off of actual flying. So, okay, so let's say we wanted to hone in on the VOR.
Which one, Peoria?
Yeah, so Peoria, so why don't you put me, let's say you want to, let's find out what radio you're on first.
That'd be me honing in. So about, what, 34 3450-ish, 3453. And as I keep moving this way, it's going to keep moving backwards. So.
All right. So you're about the 345 radial?
Yep.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and put me on a 150 radial outbound from the VOR.
Wait. My brain didn't work with that. So you want me to fly towards the 150?
Yeah, so if you're wanting to join the 150 outbound from the radial, or outbound from the VOR, how would you do that?
Start making my right turn to start facing the VOR to from this direction. That way I am heading towards the 150.
All right.
I don't know how to explain that any better than that. Sorry.
No, I think I get the drift of what you're shooting for.
I can see the radial. I can see the VOR right there. So we know the VOR was that way, and then now I know the VOR is this way. So the line is in my imagination going that direction. So in order to rejoin with it, or I guess we're more perpendicular with it. So I am trying to get to it at this point to reach the 150.
Okay.
That's how I would do it, but I don't know if that's right.
I understand where you're going with it, so that's the first part. You explained it well enough that I know what you're doing.
Like, I don't know if there's a specific thing I'm supposed to do.
All right, so you got the radio tuned in, so it's just a matter now of flying to the radio. So
and not breaching Class C, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep you out of the Class C while you're trying to look for it, so.
But we should be hitting it any second now. It's 150. Oh, 150 is right where Pekin is. Neat. So as we intersect PAA with Pekin, somewhere on that line, we should get the 150.
Yeah, so what's the line doing right now?
Coming up to it.
Yeah, it's coming up to it. So in IFR, you just you look at it and you kind of judge how fast do I need to turn to make this roll out straight up and down.
Which I don't think I've ever had to catch a radial like this, but I'm going to just kind of...
And this is what you'll do on the check ride. He'll have you find a radial, he'll give you a radial, and then have you fly to it. And this is what he's looking for you to do, is be able to explain to him that you know where the radial's at in your imagination, and you're trying to fly to it, and then you're going to catch it and fly outbound for just a little bit on it.
So am I not supposed to be using this at all, and I'm just supposed to be imagining the radial without any of these instruments?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking for you to use this gauge and how to navigate it.
Okay.
Because in IFR, if you're trying to find a Victor airway to join, that's how you would do it. That's also how you would line up with the localizer. So it's kind of using a little bit of dual functionality here. Because they won't bring you in on a localizer and say, all right, follow the localizer in IFR. That's IFR, that's not VFR, so yeah, they won't do that.
All right, 150 on the radio. Gotta get to the actual heading now and probably catch it a little bit on the other side, but excuse me. Ta-da! So I'm gonna go 155 just so I can get back onto it just a little bit, but I would be heading in the right direction at this point, so.
All right.
What more do you want from me?
All right, so this is where you'll go. All right, what's the DG say?
Well, this says 170, but this says 160. So I'm trying to realign with this a little bit.
Yeah, so here's what I would recommend. So make sure your wing's level, and then read up here.
Yep, 160.
160, reset that. Okay, so you know you have to be flying 150 to catch the radio. So if you fly a little bit past a 150, right now we're not very far off, so I would say maybe 155, which is about what you're doing right now. You fly that until you catch the radio in the center, and kind of roll yourself back to the 150. Now, if there was a bunch of wind up here, then you can turn around and say, okay, maybe I need to fly a 160 to catch it. If you're like, well, it's not moving anywhere, all right, well then maybe I need 165. And you'll do like 5 to 10 degree increments between it until you find out that you're bringing the needle back.
At the end of the day, which one am I supposed to trust more though? The electronic or the magnetic or...
Well, electronics using GPS.
Right, but should I trust GPS more than a magnetic compass usually?
Well, when you're doing IFR, I would roll with using the DG and then backing it up with the compass.
So this should not matter at all, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I would try to ignore that as much as possible. Now, it's kind of cheating on your end a little bit, but for the sake of using the gauges, he's going to be looking at this.
Okay.
And he's going to be comparing that to the compass and seeing what you're catching and what you're not catching. He's not going to be looking at the G5.
And then I'm kind of cheating with the G5 then.
All right. Let's try this then. Oops. Sorry. I'm going to try not to freaking blind you.
I mean, can I just power it off?
No.
That'd be a bad idea.
We're not going to do that.
Pull the fuse! Oh, I forget the acronym about what you need for a night flight, but oopsie.
Alright, so what do you need for night flight?
A fuse, your lights, and there's like 3 parts of the acronym that are just literally lights.
Okay,
there's like landing light.
So walk me through it. So what's the acronym itself?
I don't remember. That's the problem.
It is FLAPS.
FLAPS.
So, walk me through what you think the acronym stands for then. What's the F?
Fuck if I know.
Not bug, no.
Well, I remember one of them was landing light, one of them was beacon, one of them was strobe, one of them was fuse.
Alright, so while you're thinking about that, why don't you go ahead, why don't you spin me back around and let's follow the 330 radial. We'll kind of fly back along that radial again, going the other way.
So did F stand for fuse?
Yep.
L standard for landing light.
Okay.
A standard for... It was something dumb to do with lights too. It was avoidance or anti-collision.
There you go. Anti-collision. So what's the anti-collision?
Weep, weep, weep.
Okay. So on this airplane, what's your anti-collision system?
The strobes and the beacon.
And the beacon. Yep. So both of those as a tandem unit. So okay. So FLA. What's your P?
Not pitot heat. It was another. Don't remember.
Position lights.
Oh, there was another fucking light. Yeah, okay.
So navs. Yep.
Nav lights, position lights, yes.
Yep. So nav lights, and then what's your S?
Since approach clear to Memphis as filed to maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 320 within 10 minutes. Departure frequency is 128.72. Squawk 1710. Hold for release.
Swear to God, if it's another light, I'm gonna lose it.
It's not.
Yes. S. Belt.
That is 1374, back to correct. House into you're ready and which runway?
Alright, so what's... it's hard to freaking give it away without trying to lead you to it.
Center, make sure you'll be released. The tower did call me and said, tentatively the center give me a release time of 0353 for you into Memphis. I'm going to just call and double check.
Alright, it's a source of power. So source of power being your battery and your alternator.
Okay.
So...
that's kind of a dumb one.
If you figure, you gotta have something that's powering your lights that are required.
Yeah, it wouldn't be in the air if my alternator didn't work. Well, that's not true. I would be in the air, but none of my instruments would be working.
Yeah. So, they kind of want you to have some instruments, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so, for the sake of not using it, Get on there.
Well, shit.
Okay, so now you're not looking at it.
Already on the radio, screw you.
All right, so why don't you give me...
Touchy, touchy, touchy.
I know, I like them. All right, so...
FedEx 1374, I just called the center. You're going to be released whenever you're ready to go.
For the sake of the gauge being a G5, what is it ultimately trying to symbolize as the G5?
FedEx 1374 second.
All of it? I don't understand that question.
So roll, take out,
1374, you're released
take out
for
the
departure. Clearance let us on up in 5 minutes.
take out the
Time 0326 and 1/4, and when able, you can proceed on course to
altimeter off of that G5 gauge. So what's left? What's the one gauge you're missing out of the 6-pack that the G5 is replacing?
Turn coordinator?
Oh, you got that. You're pointing at it. So what gauge?
Oh, what am I missing? Oh, because this had that everything else didn't.
Yeah.
Heading bug?
So what's it replacing? So what was originally there before we put the G5 in?
Wow, I can't remember the name of the blue and the sky on the ground.
Yep. So starts with an A.
Attitude indicator?
Yep.
No. Oh, it is right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
It's your attitude, your pitch attitude. Okay, so that's the attitude indicator. So let's say that's what that gauge is right now. It just failed.
Okay.
So you looked at it, you realize it's failed. So what are some things that you're thinking right now?
I've got a vertical speed indicator that still works.
Okay.
And I've got an altitude indicator that still works.
Okay. So what could that be symbolizing? That the attitude indicators stopped working.
Well, vertical speed could tell me if I'm going up or down, if I'm increasing or decreasing my altitude, and so can altitude if I see the numbers going up or down. That's what I'm using right now, is I'm just making sure I'm maintaining altitude. And so if I pitch down, I'm going to see my vertical speed go down, which, that's not good. And if I pitch up, my vertical speed go up, which means that's also not good. So I need to maintain somewhere in between, which a little bit of finesse, but
yeah,
I should be able to.
So the attitude indicator failed. What?
I'm going to turn us to the east, by the way, or to the west. Sorry.
Okay.
If the attitude indicator fails, what do you want?
Okay. So you're using backup gauges. So what about now?
Well, I still got my magnetic compass.
Okay. So what are we factoring in right now?
North, or no, we're going south. Kind of hard to not be able to see it. South exaggerating, so I would probably already to the west. So I roll out, I should be heading somewhat to the west, westish. Probably a little bit more.
Alright, so... Alright, there we go. Now I can put my head down. Alright. So, going to the west, so...
FedEx 1374, staying with approach right in.
So what... How do I want to lead into this? Okay. So you got your attitude indicator, you've got your DG. Both, we're assuming they failed. So your attitude indicator just started spinning down.
FedEx 1374,
where it looked like you were in a dive.
2 miles northwest
Your
of the Bloomington Airport. Bloomington altimeter
just stops turning.
2994, and I might have missed it, but your direct to spinner up to 10,000.
So your DG just stopped turning altogether. You were in this turn going to the west, and it was still showing you were going north. So what's something else that you're going to try and troubleshoot while you're trying to figure out why these two gauges are acting up?
Vacuum, probably.
Yeah, so check your vacuum. So you look over there, what are you expecting to see?
Well, if everything's failing, less than vacuum.
Yeah, so you're probably going to see the vacuum all the way pegged to the left.
Or to the right, depending on how bad it is, but...
Yeah, more likely left. So the pump
lost the vacuum rather than, yeah.
Yeah, so you lost your vacuum, so now those two gauges no longer work. So you're using cross-reference between these 4 gauges and your compass to determine what's going on inside the airplane.
Good day.
They're still super loud. It's like screaming today. Okay. Sorry, keep going.
They're fine. Okay. So why don't we do a turn to heading of 150. So left to 150. Now why don't we climb up to 4,000?
Seconds. Still a little off, that's what I thought. Okay.
All right. So now let's say I wanted you to descend down to 3,500, but in the process, I want you to maintain 85 knots.
Oh, you bastard.
So, how would you make this work?
So, pitch for 85. And descend down to 3,500. While turning, or you said maintaining?
Nope, we'll maintain 150, and I just want you to come down to 3,500.
Maintaining 85. Maintaining compass. 500 foot minute descent. Now we just wait.
Yep.
Yep. This kind of feels like cheating though, because I have to look at this. We're getting the whole horizon in the process, but
yeah. Now, in the world of instrument, we don't really teach this to private students, but in the world of instrument, when you have a vacuum system failure like that, you would announce to ATC, hey, we've got a vacuum system failure, so that they know that you're now reliant on the compass and timing and all that to make your turns. And they're gonna be a little bit more gentle with you with coming around. Now they'll probably say, oh, you need to land now? No, I got this. But at the same point, they know that they're not gonna say, they're not gonna have you do a bunch of crazy things because you've lost 2 of your primary gauges.
Yeah.
For both direction and pitch.
What point would you squawk 7700?
You wouldn't unless the airplane catches fire and you know, then you're really up.
I mean, like, what happens if all of your instruments go out except for your squawk? Would you squawk 7700? Or do you just do 7600 for loss of comms?
No, I wouldn't do lost comms because they're going to stop talking to you. They're going to assume you can't hear them. Well, I shouldn't say that. They're still going to talk just in case you can hear, but you just can't talk. Why don't you go ahead and spin us around to a heading of, why don't we do 060?
Yeah, I can't see. Thank you. 060?
Yep. And we'll maintain 90 knots when we do it.
Oh, 90 knots, okay.
Yep.
I'm already at 90 knots.
As you're coming around, is it exaggerating? Is it lagging behind?
North, over, opposite.
Yep. So, when are we going to roll out?
A little bit after. Probably right about now.
Yep, so if you have a left turn and it's opposite, it means it's going to lag behind. good there. I'm gonna look over real quick and see what we're looking at time-wise.
My eyes.
All right, 121. You got 0.2 left, so you need another 12 minutes.
I can do that too. If you can't or if I can't have night vision, nobody can.
Yeah. Oh crap! Now your light went out. And you can't see the compass. Now what?
Honestly, that's a good point. Wait, can I even turn these off? I can't even turn these off. Really?
No. So the little toggle switch, well, if you go down with it, it'll go to the red light.
It's up for red light. I'm really surprised neither of these lights will illuminate the magnetic compass. That's crazy.
Yep, unfortunately not. So.
Yeah, who's got the red light now?
Alright, smart ass. Alright, so planning ahead, what do you want to go back in the pattern and practice in the pattern, or do you want to?
Yeah, we'll do a few landings, why not?
Okay.
10, sky clear. Temperature 18, dew point 7, altimeter 2992. Visual approach runway 31 in use. NOTAMs runway 13, outer marker out of service. Advise on initial contact, give information, Quebec. Pure time information, Quebec 0254 Zulu, wind 010 at 3, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 18, dew point 7, altimeter 2992. Visual approach runway 31 in use. NOTAMs runway 13, outer marker out of service. Advise on initial contact, give information, Quebec. Pure time information, Quebec 0254 Zulu, wind 010 at 3, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 18, dew point 7, altimeter 2992. Visual approach runway 31 in use. NOTAMs runway 13, outer marker out of service. Advise on initial contact, give information, Quebec. Pure time information, Quebec 0254 Zulu, wind 010 at 3, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 18, dew point 7, altimeter 2992. Visual approach runway 31 in use. NOTAMs runway 13, outer marker out of service. Advise on initial contact, give information, Quebec. Pure time information, Quebec 0254 Zulu, wind 010 at 3, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 18, dew point 7, altimeter 2992. Visual approach runway 31 in use. NOTAMs runway 13, outer marker out of service. Advise on initial.
Okay. Alright. So you can see when you were taking notes down there, ever so slightly did left and right. That's how spatial disorientation happens when you're actually flying around. Yeah. So.
Well, approach Blue Streak 5199,
this is it.
178 descending 11,000 with Quebec.
Alright, so we did partial panel, so that's fine. Alright, so you still got a few more minutes here, so why don't you do a left-hand turn, let's go back to the west.
10 degrees right, down to 5,000, we'll expect 31, Blue Streak 5199.
Because I know what he's going to do. He's going to set you up for a left base for 3-1, so I don't want to start you too early heading that way, because you're not going to get all your time in. Okay, so trying to think if there's anything else we can kind of discuss with relation to IFR until we finish the rest of it up the next time.
We just did everything, isn't it? Because the only thing we said we weren't going to do was unusual altitudes, and we did that anyway. What else do we have?
Well, I'm just thinking time-wise.
I mean, we could stay out here for another, how much more do I need? Like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, we're going to save that, because you're going to have to do unusual attitudes as part of your mock check ride, too.
Okay.
So, you're not going to have to worry about not getting the time in.
Fine.
I know. You're gonna get a couple mock check rides, so.
Yeah, I'm going to fail every single one of them, don't worry.
Well, you'll probably do 2 with me, and then you'll probably go up with Dean for one of them. That way you have somebody else in the cockpit judging you. I got to do that with Hannah here coming up soon.
I still got to do my grid.
TPS 619, turn right direct, civil runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Why did he just clear somebody for takeoff? We're on with approach.
he didn't clear anybody for takeoff. Well, you're listening to ground too at the same time.
Oh, that's why probably.
He might have been bleeding over on all frequencies over at Peoria.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute, did approach just call cleared for takeoff?
You would never hear takeoff clearance from approach.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, that don't make no sense.
Alright. Why don't you descend down to 2,500. And then while you're doing that,
the wind back on.
yes. Close we're getting here.
Hey, watch this, ready? Ready? Oh my god.
0.1, you got 6 minutes.
Watch this, ready? Fuck that farmer right there. I mean, we can turn towards Peoria. By the time we turn towards Peoria and get lined up at the runway and I can take off the Foggles, probably be about that time, right?
Well, you'll cover about... Who's taking off right now? UPS just took off.
Hey, departure. Hello, UPS 619, passing 2,800, climbing 5,000, direct Sybil.
UPS 619, Salem departure, radar contact, good evening, climb and maintain 10,000.
Up to 10,000, UPS 619.
Whoa, did you hear that? I heard like a pew, pew.
Something with their radio. It was pretty cool though.
Cool, yeah. Like a pew.
The aliens taking them on. Alright, 2,500.
Pew, pew. I'm losing it. Ka-chow. Wow.
No, that's not a spatial disorientation kicking in.
I feel like my allergies are kicking in. I don't know why.
Okay. Oh, I've got the UPS inside. Okay.
Oh, that one up there?
Nope. He's out to your right. He basically, he took off on 3-1, did a 180. He's coming back the other direction now.
Yeah, I see him.
Hey, you cheated.
I'm sorry.
That's it. I'm taking all this time away from you.
Okay, Gavin. I shouldn't say that. And I was,
yeah, you're getting it. You're getting there on time. I don't know what Adrian's doing or any of his other people.
UPS 619, contact Chicago Center on 119.22. Good night.
Really, really nice.
22 for Chicago, UPS 619. We'll see you next time.
I heard you physically stabbing him though in my mind.
Yeah. You should have seen my face. I was like this. Yeah, I've got 5 hours left. Like there was no smile on my face.
With those foggles on when you did that, I swear to God, you look like Beavis when you're saying that. Like,
I was so mad, man. I was like, you haven't talked to me in 6 months, and you asked me how I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Oh man, that sounds like my ex. Jesus Christ. Yeah, my ex hasn't talked to me in 6 months. I'm doing fucking great.
yeah.
Anyway.
Alright. Yeah, let me take a gander, see if he hit it yet.
He's rolling over right now.
I was going to say, it's got to be like rolling over like right now. It's still sitting on the 0.4. Alright, why don't you do your radio call if you've got traffic in front of us. Okay, it's an airline coming in. Peoria. Alright, so that's him.
That's going to do a left 360.
Yeah, he's descending down to set up for the downwind or a base, maybe going into 3-1.
Okay, I'm going to call. Ready?
Alright.
St. Louis approach, Skyhawk 52090 with information Quebec, requesting direct to Peoria, runway 31 if possible.
November 52090. I caught the first part, information Quebec, and say the request again.
Direct to Peoria, runway 31, touch and goes.
November 52090, roger, make straight in runway 31.
Make straight in runway 31, 090.
Blue Streak 5199, descend and maintain 3000.
3000, Blue Streak 5199.
Alright, so you're going to be behind him.
Yeah, he's going to make it there well before I do. Bit of 360 just so he can get out in front of me a little bit more. Did I hit the time yet?
Never!
Get these friggin' things off of me!
Yeah, it's rolling over right now. Alright, if you want, you can go ahead and take Foggles off, so my airplane.
Your airplane?
My airplane.
Oh, I'm free!
I can see clearly.
My airplane.
Your airplane. Alright, you're done, Foggles, for today.
Blue Streak 5199, Peoria Airport, 9 to 10 o'clock and 10 miles.
Alright, so this is the part I'm a little scared of because I'm in a new seat position.
We're looking 5199.
I need a little bit of your help with this. If it looks like I'm about to hard crash into the runway because I'm not looking at it correctly, please tell me.
Well, I'm not just gonna let you do it.
5199, descend and maintain 2400.
If something looks
You ain't gonna
real
crash
odd,
my damn airplane while I'm sitting in it. Alright. So,
Approach Blue Streak 5199, field in sight.
Blue Streak 5199, cleared visual approach, runway 31, contact Peoria Tower on 124.0, good night.
Clear visual 31 and over tower, Blue Streak 5199, good night.
Seagums, C, carpet, G, gas, U, undercarriage, M, mixture, S, seatbelt. Is seatbelt on?
yep, seatbelts are on.
I'll remember carpet when... Do we do carpet in summer?
Yeah, you don't have to wait, or you don't have to do it this far out though. We can get a little bit closer, but yeah.
When I get there, but I still do carpet even in summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Because even in the summertime, you can build a carb icing.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Crazy enough, but yeah, you can. Well, there's Beacon Airport.
Alright, below us, yeah. No traffic.
Let's see if we got any text messages. We have no text messages. Alright.
So he said direct in 3-1. Does that mean I need to literally do direct in 3-1? Or can I still set up for a pattern?
So he said make straight in 3-1. So he's expecting you to do a straight in final for 3-1.
Okay. So he wants me to line up with 3-1 and then come in straight in. Okay.
Yep. So kind of towards where.
November 52090, contact Peoria Tower on 124.0. Have a good night.
1240, have a good night, 090. Peoria Tower, Skyhawk 52090, inbound for runway 31, touch and go, 090.
So this is 090 Peoria Tower, runway 31 is cleared for the option, make left traffic, wind 04008.
Runway 31 cleared for the option, make left traffic, 090.
Always really weird to me when they say cleared and there's literally know he's going to land before me, but still.
Yep.
We're having a good time. Having fun. See. I'm getting a cat tomorrow, man. Let's talk about that.
Lucky
so
you.
excited. I have been, I almost got a cat in, it was November, but it was just too soon since my ex took their cat. And so when I went to go and like meet the cat, I had like a mild panic attack. Not quite a panic attack, but like enough of a reaction that I was like, okay, maybe getting a cat right now isn't a good idea. But then a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, I've been going like every week to the cat cafe, and I've been saying like, if you find a long-haired black cat, let me know. If you find a long-haired black cat, let me know. And they told me, hey, someone's got a long-haired black cat they're fostering. Would you like to meet him? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so I met them, and he's super curious, super rambunctious. He's the first one to fall asleep on me and the first one to attack me. So like, I just feel like there was a good, good bond already there.
Yeah, there you go.
So feels good. See how it goes.
Nice. Yeah. My oldest one's trying to act like she's 2 again. I don't know where she's getting all this damn energy from.
That's good. Do you have another cat?
Yeah, I got 2. I got one that's, she's probably about 8. And then my older cat is creeping up on 15.
Wow. And she's getting energy? That's good. Maybe she's feeling,
she plays more than the other
right
cat.
turn there, taxi Echo Tango, this frequency, good night.
Hope she's not dealing with anything.
Say again for Blue Street, get 5199.
5199, any right turn, taxi Echo Tango, this frequency, good night.
Any right turn, Echo Tango on this frequency to the ramp, Blue Street 5199.
He's not getting paid, is he?
Huh?
Is he getting paid right now, or is it just TSA?
Oh, I don't know.
Would it be rude to ask?
I wouldn't ask.
Peoria Towers, 520 are you getting paid tonight? Yeah, I know TSA is really screwed up right now, but I hope he's getting paid.
Yeah, my mom's going to get her TSA pre-check. She's like, if they keep the government shut down, then my flight's going to be pure hell going through Chicago. I'm like, yeah, it is.
All right, mixture in. Oh, Lord. That did not help at all. Let's see. Descent, mixture good, fuel both good, carpet as required. We'll do that when we get a little bit closer. Altimeter good, instruments good. Alright.
Cool. I guess I didn't realize the freaking lot over there is purple.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Huh. I wonder why.
I'll go ahead and change this to track 310.
Is that like the air?
I've got the airfield in sight.
Okay.
Start a little bit of a descent. Taxi light on, landing light on. We'll go ahead and throw in car seats and brought out some of them gas while we descend. Out.
And just remember at night you want to do stop and goes.
Okay.
That way
Currency.
they all count. Yeah. I mean, even though you're not doing it for currency, just get in the habit of every time you do a night landing, do a stop and go.
And full flaps.
You can use whatever flaps you want.
I'm going 90 knots, so hold on.
Oh, what speed can you drop the first notch of flaps?
5.
Huh?
It's this white area.
And 090, you can actually extend the first notch of flaps under 110.
What? I thought the white area, the white
It is.
part.
That's the operating range for anything above 10 degrees flaps on this plane. This plane has a note inside the POH that says that you can drop the flaps in this one at 110. So, yeah. They're not going to rip off. It's sturdy. Or Ford tough.
Did you say Ford built Ford tough? Why is that blinking?
So that's the outer marker to the ILS.
Ah.
So if we were to turn on the nav, actually, we'll do 1099 is the ILS. I don't know that you'll be able to hear it, but there's the marker beacon going off. So if you were in hard IFR right now, you could turn on the marker beacons and you'll hear the inner beacon when you get to the inner beacon part. It'll be a lot faster.
Okay, cool.
But it's their way of telling, you know, without having to look down, you can actually just hear the beeps go off when they're crossing certain parts of the ILS.
Wind is 010 at 3. So wind's coming from a little bit this way. That makes sense because I could feel it blowing just the tiniest bit. Feels like a little bit more than 3.
Well, that's what it is at the ground.
Yeah.
The wind could be stronger up here at 1,500 feet.
Man, the lights always confuse me. I think there's like a plane right here. Because everything's like warping and moving.
Yeah, it's because the warping of the windshield wrapping around.
Alright, second flaps.
Yeah, it does look like it's a little bit stronger up here. Alright, so just a little bit off the center line, so how are you going to bring that back?
A little bit more. Right. I mean, I'm not going to do the rudder correction just yet, but I'm going to have to do a lot of left rudder and then wing tip to the right.
So you're using the crab method to come down?
Just for now, and then once I get closer, I'm going to move my rudder over. Not like over the runway, I mean like just closer in general. Probably when I hit this cul-de-sac right here. Maintaining 65, I feel like I'm on a good glide slope.
That's a 090. Do you want to switch between runway 4 and runway 31? Like after this, enter a left downwind to 4, and then after that, a right downwind to 31?
We'll stick with 31 tonight. I got to practice some crosswind landings. 090.
Roger.
Although at the moment this feels like really strong crosswind. I've got my rudder all the way planted. I am going a little fast, so maybe that's part of it. Ooh. Good God. Hitting wake turbulence, am I?
Yeah, it should be wake turbulence.
I'm gonna overshoot the 1,000 footers here. Okay, I think we need to switch runways. It was off center and landed well past 1,000 footers.
That's like, there's no limitation on 1,000 footers though. Just wherever you decide you're going to land at.
Well, I was trying to aim for the 1,000 footers that time. Crosswind correction.
It didn't look like there was very much wind, according to the windsock.
No, as soon as we got within the boundaries of the... Oh, there's definitely a lot of wind.
Tower 090, what's the wind?
Wind 040 at 8.
Yep, there it is.
Okay, can we get runway 04, please?
Cessna 090, enter left downwind, runway 4. Runway 4 is cleared for the option.
Left downwind, runway 4, clear for the option, runway 4. 090.
That was the most crosswind I have ever done. At night. So he said enter left downwind for runway 4. So I am currently in the down... Yeah, I'm already in it. Okay. Basically just need to turn onto the runway.
Yep, so...
I want to get up to altitude and then...
So which direction would be the downwind for 4?
To my left.
Okay.
Oh. Watch my speed. So I'm going to have to basically do a very extended base turn. Got the runway in sight. Outline 1,800. Gonna go ahead and pull out my carpet for jumps. My first notch of flaps. Make my way over to runway 4. Trim. Quite honestly, I probably should have. I feel like I should have done a go around. Kind of mad at myself about that landing. I think that was too much wind for me to. I did it. I don't think I should have done it. If that makes sense.
Hey, you were fine. There's nothing wrong with that landing.
If I had passengers with me, and I was coming in for that runway like that, and I saw that I had my foot planted on that floor, and I was still having to like, I would have said, what's the wind? Can I do a go around and land on runway 4? I think. But maybe that's just me. Second notch of flaps.
Yeah, it's just comfortability and, you know, whether you actually feel comfortable with the way that the approach is going. There wasn't anything wrong with the landing itself. You were a little off the center line, but other than that, there was nothing bad about that.
I love how he said, "Are you sure you want that runway?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I need to practice crosswinds." Because I thought it was still 0, 0, 1, 0 at 3.
Well, he also said after the after runway 4, he said then switch back to 3-1. I think he was thinking that you were going to do like the other guy was doing beforehand and switch runways, you know, and practice landing on different runways.
No, not with 8 knots of direct crosswind. That was too much. I don't know how do people do 15 in this thing?
It's not terrible. I do 15 all the time.
I'm Kevin. I'm a pilot.
It's just getting comfortable. I mean, you're going to have to do more than 8 at some point.
At some point, yeah. Oh, look at me. I'm a flight instructor.
Hell, I did 15 my first flight with my private pilot license.
That's
Coming
your own
here.
damn fault. I would not.
It's not hard as long as you know the principles behind how to handle a crosswind.
I know the principles. I mean, I want to freaking do it.
And you don't have to.
Alright, wind was 040, so it should be directly down the runway. But I feel like it's still blowing just a little bit to my left. It's also really hard to gauge landing distance.
Yep, so your 1,000 footers are directly in line with the poppy lights over there.
Oh, they are, okay.
Yep, they're lined up right with the 1,000 footers.
The habit that I'm trying to get into is trying to flare before the 1,000 footers because I keep wanting to flare on the 1,000 footers. Really hard habit to break.
Yep, so you just pick a spot to aim for before it, like these 3 dash lines. Use that as your aiming point, then get it into ground effect, then pull power and just kind of hold it there. Look at there, 1,000 footers.
That was a beautiful. I'm happy with that one. You're up. Rotate. Here is Tower 090, the Clio, full stop, terminate.
090, roger, you want to stick with 4 or turn for 3-1?
We'll stick with 4, 090.
So this is 090, roger, runway 4 is cleared to land and continue with left traffic.
Runway 4 clear to land, 090.
And that'll satisfy my 3 landings. At 9.
Yep.
And I gotta double check. Hiya is 1,700 feet, right?
Yep.
I've been hitting 1,800 for some reason. I think I was used to Keokuk.
Mount Holly is 1,800 as well.
I was used to something that I think all the other places I've been doing for all my solos have been 1,800, except for like 2. My own bad.
Could be. And I gotta figure out planning after the the meeting on Sunday, going up and doing some night flight.
With who? Yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I still got another 40 days, but I'm going to go up and I'm thinking about doing some flight around here just to do some touch and goes and whatnot, but I might drag Austin along to sit in the back. But I wanted to see if either Olivia or Hannah will come in and fly and get some time.
Okay, I guess I'm just chopped liver.
No, well, you can. I mean, you can sit in the back too. We can load this bitch up. We'll keep flying around with 4 people in it. I don't care.
No. I wasn't invited. Don't worry about it.
I throw as many people as I can inside the airplane. So I'm just trying to think. I don't want Austin flying yet. He's only done 2 landings, so I don't want to introduce him tonight yet.
Full landings like himself, or
no.
Assisted landings?
Assisted landings. Because he's only had 2 lessons.
Okay.
Well, I should say he did 3 landings today, but all of them were assisted landings.
RP.
He's just too early in the process to be playing tonight, other than just sit back and watch it. But if Olivia shows up, she's flying.
Good luck.
Yeah, she texted me Monday and said, I'd really like to get up and do some night flight. I said, okay, I'm available any day of the week. And I haven't heard anything back.
To be fair, I just texted you randomly at 9 o'clock and said, hey, I want to fly a plane. You're like, okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, my phone's attached to my hip anyway, so that's just the nature of the beast. I can't get away from that thing not being near me. Worse than a damn 10-year-old. Oh, wait, how old am I again? No, I'm just kidding.
You read my mind.
Wait, how old? No. Who dares come into our pattern?
Nobody? Talking about that? That's Mars, buddy.
That is not fucking Mars. Mars is fucking flashing at us. Must know, who are you? That's Envoy.
Nah, it's Mars.
Mars is communicating with us.
I'll take Venus, thanks.
Alright. If this one's a full stop, then...
Yep, I'm on full stop. Tell me get off.
Alright, so, well, roll past the runway here.
2 good landings.
Cessna Cessna 090, continue down, taxi and Echo Alpha Papa, this frequency, good night.
Echo Alpha Papa, this frequency 090.
Runway. Alpha Papa. Coming up on Echo.
I gotta figure out. See if CJ's gonna fly tomorrow. Because he went and got himself the flu shot. Now he's starting to feel symptoms.
Nope. You need to nip that in the bud. Know exactly what that feels like. That man is not fit to fly.
Yeah, I'm expecting he's gonna cancel, but he gave me a heads up already, so I already gave Austin a heads up that, hey, possibility he can fly tomorrow.
Alright, cross runway threshold. Go ahead and take our strobes off, landing light off, flaps are up, carb heat is in, taxi light is on, pitot heat is off, make sure back up to takeoff. Alright. Whoa, wow. Felt that one in my butt. Turning on to Alpha. It really is cutting out like a lot. I feel like I'm not even changing my tone. It just decides it doesn't want to. It doesn't want me to talk.
What? I'm just kidding.
Huh? What'd you say?
No comprendo.
No comprehende.
Let's see.
Habla inglés.
Wonder if somebody's got the plane before him. Oh.
Tower Runway 3482 is on the visual 4, going to turn base around 80.
Number 3482, Peoria Tower, wind 060 at 10, runway 4, cleared to land.
Runway 4, clear land 3482.
He sounds freaking tired.
Exhausted.
Good lord. Okay, oh, Anthony Chen's got it. Okay, well, we'll let him fuel it then. As long as he takes fuel. If he doesn't take fuel, then I want to put a fuel order in.
This plane?
Yeah, because CJ will want fuel, but if not, then Austin will have it. Somebody's going to fly the damn thing tomorrow.
Me! Nah, just kidding. I'm getting a cat tomorrow. Screw you. I'm getting a cat.
I see how it is. Hey.
Good on your side.
That'll do.
Alrighty. Hearing ELT filter first, silent, avionics off. See ya!